Hola mis amigos, soy Marcus y este es un nuevo episodio de Marcus on Top. So let's get right into it. Today we'll be using a team consisting of Kyogre, Salamence, Ferrothorn, Xerneas, Talonflame, and Leopard. So I wanted to use like a more serious team for today's episode, but then I realized that I didn't have the time to get like mons in game because I was lacking a lot of stuff that I wanted to use, and yeah, since I am in exam phase, I didn't want to, I don't know, go out and try to get those mons, so I just threw some stuff together that I had in the box. So yeah, today's episode once again is a little bit more chill, I guess, but we'll still be using like strong mons, unlike in last episode where we had like Ditto and Lapras, two mons where I'm not entirely sure how viable they actually are. But let's see what we can do here. I mean, yeah, like Kyogre, Salamence, Ferrothorn, Xerneas, Talonflame, Leopard, like all of them are in like the top 13 of the usage at the moment. Leopard just dropping out of the top 12 that is displayed on Battlespot, but yeah, still used pretty often. I'm actually using a Choice Specs Xerneas here because I was thinking that like in this team, I don't really have like ways to help Xerneas to go for the Geomancy setup, and yeah, even without support, you can still go for it, as we're not finding an opponent, as it seems, at least not right now. So yeah, like, I thought I just wanted to test out Choice Specs Xerneas because yeah, the item showed up on Battlespot as like the second most used item after Power Herb, obviously, and yeah, I mean, not a lot of people use that, but I don't know, I just thought it could be fun, so I wanted to try it out, and yeah, let's just see how it goes, I guess. And then the other mons are, yeah, like standard sets though, so... By the way, as you can see, as you just saw on the left side, I actually went on Battlespot to play some VGC 15, because, I don't know, I was a little bit tired of VGC 16, and I had a little bit of free time last night, so I thought, like, yeah, why not just go back on VGC 15, and there we are, Team Arcanine. Someone battled him on YouTube. Maybe it was Aaron, but I hope he has an Arcanine, but yeah, unfortunately he doesn't. So his team, Salamence, Smeargle, Xerneas, Groudon, Talonflame, and Amoonguss, swapping out the Kangaskhan for Amoonguss from the standard 6 team. And yeah, his rating is pretty high, 1790. Player from Italy, I'm not sure if I know him, but I think I don't. So yeah, let's just see, what can we do here? I mean, we almost definitely want to bring Kyogre and Xerneas, and we probably want to set up Tailwind as well, so leading off with Talonflame could be really good. I could see him going for like either Smeargle and Xerneas lead, or maybe Salamence and Talonflame. I think both of them are pretty good. Salamence Talonflame could really give us some trouble, but maybe my opponent is a little bit afraid of me going for my own Talonflame Salamence. I'm not sure if Ferrothorn is worth it here. I mean, it's definitely good against Xerneas, but I don't have a Lumberry on it. Instead, I'm running a Citrus Berry on this one, so I don't think it's worth bringing it. So I think I want to go with Salamence, and then in the back we will have Xerneas and Kyogre. Leopard could be nice for the Fake Out and Encore and all of that, but yeah, let's just see how things go. So maybe my opponent also has the same idea and also goes for Talonflame Salamence. I think that is definitely something to consider, but I'm not sure if I had like better choices. Maybe leading off with Kyogre, yeah, probably not too clever. Yeah, I think Salamence Talonflame is definitely a solid pick on my end, and my opponent goes with Xerneas Talonflame on their end. So, interesting idea by my opponent. Yeah, but yeah, Leopard. Yeah, I don't know. Like, he has the Talonflame that covers, like, the Leopard, the Ferrothorn, and all that stuff, and then he has, like, Xerneas, which is always pretty nice. My team is slightly weak to Xerneas if I can't bring Ferrothorn, and in a matchup like this, where my opponent has Salamence, Talonflame, and Groudon most likely in this game, bringing Ferrothorn not too easy, so... let's see. I mean, I definitely want to set up Tailwind at some point, but, the question is, can we afford to let this Xerneas go for an attack or anything? Yeah, I think just going for the Tailwind right off the bat, and then also the Double Edge onto the Xerneas in case it goes for an attack, or maybe even the Geomancy, yeah, it's like amongst the safer plays. But yeah, against Xerneas, things can be over pretty quickly, so if my opponent makes the right play here, it could be problematic, like, I don't know, Dazzling Gleam plus Brave Bird onto my Talonflame. That probably would have been bad, but let's see. So we both set up Tailwind, and I will get off this Double Edge, which is obviously nice. And let's see, what does he do? As he goes for the Dazzling Gleam. Okay, so no Geomancy setup, which is fine. Our Salamence will be gone, but that also means that he will most likely not be able to get Geomancy at all. And now I guess I have to send out my own Xerneas, as there's not really much of a point to switch into Kyogre when your opponent still has their Groudon in the back. So Xerneas is at least a speed tie here. And I think we want to go for we want to lock ourselves into Dazzling Gleam probably. Considering my opponent will most likely have Groudon and Salamence in the back. So I could just go for the Brave Bird onto their Talonflame, but if they win the speed tie and Brave Bird me, or if they're faster and Brave Bird me, I'm not sure who went first with Tailwind. I think they did. So maybe it's max speed Jolly or something like that. So then going for the Quick Guard could actually be a play. Yeah, but I think we want to go for the Brave Bird and just the Dazzling Gleam, and let's see what happens. I mean, my opponent can't really leave my Xerneas uncontented, because then I could just set up the Geomancy, because, I mean, he doesn't know that we are Choice Specs, and he actually withdraws his Xerneas, which is fine. And we do see that Salamance's coming in nice, so we will be able to get the one-hit KO in that slot. Lowering my Talonflame's attack with Intimidate is obviously a little bit annoying, but we do win the speed tie. I think he was the first time with Tailwind, so we're speed tying here, and I do win this, which is really good. And let's see, hopefully he targets down my Talonflame. But he goes for the Flare Blitz into my Xerneas, yes, okay. So maybe we didn't win the speed tie after all. But yeah, that should mean that we will get the double knockout this turn. Yeah, his Flare Blitz with -1 attack really didn't do too much, and Dazzling Gleam is just able to get us 2 knockouts here, which is definitely pretty exciting. So, since his Talonflame is down and we still do have our Talonflame, we could save our Talonflame next turn to be able to set up Tailwind once again. But I'm not sure if it's actually worth it, but it also means that we will definitely win the Weather War here, as we do have our Groudon in the back. And that could potentially just mean that we win this game. But yeah, anything can happen. So, but I'm not even sure if he can KO both of mine this turn. I could just go for the Brave Bird on his Xerneas and Dazzling Gleam, and even if he knocks me out, yeah, I think I want to do that. Yeah, even if he knocks out, like he can protect Xerneas. Maybe Eruption will KO my Xerneas and my Talonflame. So I could also consider switching into Kyogre. But yeah, even then, he can KO me next turn. So I think just going after the Xerneas this turn with like Flare Blitz, it doesn't really matter whether I go for Brave Bird or Flare Blitz, I guess. That could be nice. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do, and just go for another Dazzling Gleam. Or I could just switch it out and go into Kyogre and Brave Bird. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So, yeah, that means he cannot, like, get off the Eruption, and I can lock myself into, like, Grass Knot, for example. Which should do a lot of damage to that Groudon. But let's see what he does. Also, yeah, like, don't use Flare Blitz if you're switching in your Kyogre. Yeah, you don't want to do that, I guess. So, let's see if he protects with Xerneas or not. And he doesn't, nice. So this Brave Bird should be enough to KO him. Hopefully. But yeah, easy going, and that should mean that we win this first game against Pado from Italy. Let's see if he went for that Eruption or if he did something else. And yeah, Pia went for the Eruption. So we made the right play that last turn, and I think Tailwind should be over. But I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, but I think just going for the moves that hit is just enough, and he will just forfeit. Nice. So we get ourselves the first victory in today's episode. Choice Specs Xerneas, like, didn't do too much, but going for the Dazzling Gleam, KOing both the Talonflame and the Salamence was basically the, like winning turn in this game. So, if I had Geomancy, then maybe I would have gone for the Geomancy instead, and then he could have, like, KO'd us, but, yeah, probably Geomancy would have also won. I don't know. But, it was a cool game, and we grabbed our first win here, and, yep, let's see what happens in the second battle of today's episode. Which music do we want? Let's try this one. I think that is Lugia. Or no, 13 is Lugia. Ah, missed it once again. Nice. Okay, so here we are. I should go and unlock all the other music titles, but I'll do that at some point. Since I was never really into that like Mirage Island kind of thing, flying around with your Lady S and collecting all the legendaries, because I don't know. Had I known that we would get VGC 16 rules, then maybe I would have bothered, but so far not too much. Not too much going on Battlespot, as it seems. Once again, taking quite a while to find an opponent. Yeah, Japan shouldn't be asleep right now, as it's yeah, 1 PM Central European time, and that is like, I don't know, evening night time for them, but like not late night. Or maybe they are always online, like really late. I don't even know. But yeah, nobody playing. I mean, okay, USA is probably in bed right now as I'm recording this. But where's Japan? Where's Europe? Okay, so there's Japan from Tokyo, 1692. Let's see what he brings to the table. And he has a Kyurem White. Huh. As well as Crobat, Kangaskhan, Cresselia, Salamence, and Primal Groudon. So, yeah, I didn't think about my Kyurem White matchup with this team, but I do think Xerneas looks kinda nice here. Though, yeah, if he sets up Trick Room with Groudon, that could be really problematic. So, yeah, that is basically my main concern at the moment. Yeah, Trick Room, Groudon really wrecks this team, if played well. So we have to either prevent him from getting up the Trick Room, but I mean, I do have Leopard, but he has Crobat in theory, so he could do some stuff with that. But I do think I want to bring Leopard to this one nevertheless. And then, yeah, we could go Leopard and Xerneas to bait out that Groudon. But yeah, Crobat really stops that hard. So maybe going for Leopard and Salamence is better. And then with Kyogre and Xerneas in the back. But then he has the speed control for the entirety of the game. So, what else could we do? I think Leopard is pretty nice though. Yeah, I want to bring Leopard, but then we need something for that Crobat. Going for the Talonflame? Yeah, you know what? I think going for Salamence is probably our better option here. But that also means, like, if he's like Choice Scarf Kyurem White, which I saw a couple of times, that could be really annoying. And if he gets out the Trick Room, that is also very annoying. So how could I improve this team's matchup against that kind of team from my opponent? Crobat is also really annoying here. Yeah, Crobat plus Salamence, like outspeeding me on like the fast speed side, and then Cresselia Groudon if it has a Trick Room mode. So he leads off with Crobat and Salamence straight away. So now the Quick Guard predictions begin. Does he just go for the Tailwind and Protect play, or does he just go for a Quick Guard and Draco or something? I think you would go for the Tailwind right here, because there's not too much that can happen to him. And I mean, yeah, he has enough focus, I guess. Yeah, last night when I was playing VGC 15, I actually ran into someone who had Infiltrator Crobat, and I had like my Sylveon, we had a substitute, and he went for Brave Bird. Those bad times. So I think I want to go for the Taunt here onto the Crobat to prevent a potential Tailwind. But if he goes for the Quick Guard, yeah, maybe we just DM his Salamence and say, yeah, like, even if we do get the prediction wrong, it's at least a 50-50 what will go first. I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, we'll just Draco. We just drop a Draco. So we both will Mega Evolve. He's also max speed. So yeah, if he goes for the Protect and Tailwind, that's really good. If he goes for the Quick Guard and Draco Meteor, then that's 50-50 what happens. So yeah, I wouldn't say odds are in our favor, but Yeah, let's just see. Even if he even if he goes first, we would still get a free switch in kinda to something, and I don't know. So we will get off the taunt, which is nice. So let's hope this isn't mental herb, but it actually is. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, Japan really trolling me once again. Ugh. So yeah, he opted not to go for the lumber here on his Crobat, and I really can't do anything right now. I mean, there's stuff I can do, but like still. So he will go for the Quick Art and Draco Meteor is what I think will happen. So I could switch into Xerneas, but it doesn't really help me. So I think I just want to go for the foul play. Yeah, or I will switch out Leopard into something. Leopard into Xerneas. And then protect Salamence. Yeah, this is really bad. Mental Herb Crobat, wow. Let me know in the comments, have you ever seen that? I certainly didn't. Yeah, that is so annoying. I probably should have double targeted the Crobat instead. Or like, taunt and... I don't know. Yeah, like sometimes those small item things, they will just screw you over and there's not a lot you can do. So he does have the Quick Guard, so now we know that for sure. And he goes for the Hyper Voice. Ow. So he predicted our Protect and we could have just gone for the Draco to knock out his Salamence. But right now we do have Xerneas in position, so I kind of just want to go for the Dazzling Gleam and switch Salamence out into our Leopard. If he goes for Super Fang, okay, this one did 70%, so if he goes for Super Fang, it might be a roll, but we might get knocked out here. So let's hope he goes for the Draco, and let's hope he doesn't have Poison Jab or anything like that. But, yeah, let's just see. So bringing in Leopard, I don't know, like Leopard isn't doing much for us anyway this game because of Quick Guard, but he goes for the Protect. So yeah, I was really hoping for the Draco to come out here, but my opponent makes a clever play and taunts our Xerneas, okay. So he's really going in there, but I mean, yeah, we are specs, so those taunts don't really matter. But right now, we could get something going. So the question is, like, okay, so his double edge will not knock us out because of the Intimidate. So maybe he wants to go for a Super Fang to ensure the KO, and that would mean that we could go for the Encore. Predicting him, or the Fake Out rather, predicting him not to go for the Quick Guard. Because he has shown that already. So I want to go for the Fake Out here. And let's see. So he withdraws Salamence actually, okay. So he got a little bit afraid. And that looks like Groudon, yep, there it is. So maybe I should have foul played the Crobat, that might have been the better play. But we do have Taunt, so we can prevent the next Tailwind from going up that way. Because, yeah, if my opponent gets up another Tailwind, then I don't think there's anything we can do here. But I would guess Super Fang or like Brave Bird or anything like that would be coming out here. Yeah, it looks like an attack. So yeah, it is just the Super Fang onto the Xerneas. There it is. I mean, my opponent probably figured out that we are Choice Specs here, so yeah, he knows. I mean, we're taunted anyway, so there's not much we can do either way. So Taunt wears off, and the question is, what will happen right now? Yeah, I guess we will get rid of our Xerneas right here, because it won't do too much for us anyway. And then I will just Dazzling Gleam and taunt their Crobat. Or I could Encore. If I Encore and they're locked into Super Fang, yeah, I think taunt is better. So yeah, we really cannot get this next Tailwind to go up. So we will taunt him. Let's see if he went for the Super Fang. And he just went for another Tailwind, so Dazzling Gleam should knock out this Crobat right here. And that means we will have eliminated his source of speed control, which is really nice. So Crobat goes down, and Groudon just going for the Precipice Blades, but we avoid with Xerneas. I'm not too sure how much that matters, because yeah, he will just send in Salamence right now, and then Hyper Voice will KO both our Mons. But our Taunt wears off, but we're Specs, so that yeah. You can answer that question for yourself, whether that was helpful or not. By the way, comment of the day coming out from Harrico from France. He liked our French intro the last time. As he's actually like a French player that like participates mostly in like local tournaments. I don't think he's been to like, I don't know, other countries for Nats or anything. But he has a YouTube channel, so if you're French and you don't know him yet, then definitely check him out. I will link him in the description below. I'm also sponsored by Millennium, which is one of the, like, I think it's probably the most famous esports team from France. So they are also like going out supporting Pokemon. So yeah, I will link their Twitter and some articles. All of that stuff is in French, but if you're able to speak that language, then definitely yeah, leave them a follow or give them a look. So it looks like we will probably lose both our mons this turn. He will just Hyper Voice and there's not much I can do. I'm anchoring his Groudon, but he's just switched out. Yeah, taunting would have been better. Taunting something would have been better. Yeah, the reason why I went for the Anchor is their Leopard is going down anyway, and I don't know, I really should have just taunted, because, yeah, taunting is like the last thing I could do, but talking about French Pokemon support, and he goes for the return. Oh, wow, okay, so we could have gotten off, yeah, one move with Leopard. I just thought he would go for the Hyper Voice, guaranteed, but not the case here. So now the question is he live or not? But honestly, I wouldn't think he is. But now we showed the Encore, so he knows what's coming. T-Wave also. Like, for these situations, Thunder Wave is really good on Leopard. If you're down and you will faint anyway, just, like, going out with a T-Wave would be really good. So I think I have to switch in Salamence due to, like, all the Weather War and stuff going on. And if I taunted that slot, like the Kyurem coming in, that would be so good, because that would have meant that now he cannot protect. And now, but now he can, so we're in a little bit of a bad situation, I guess. But, I will Encore the Salamence into return at least, so that he cannot knock us out with Draco. And he actually doesn't protect, so let's hope that he is not Choice Scarf Kyurem. I mean, he had the Tailwind support and everything, and he's Choice Scarf! And he is Choice Scarf, so yeah, there was probably no way we were going to win this game either way. Yeah, Choice Scarf Kyurem, it's probably the set to expect, but I don't know, like, if you have like Tailwind, then I think Life Orb is also like pretty good. But yeah, my opponent yeah, went in there, he had the Choice Scarf Kyurem in the back for us. And had we sent in our Kyogre instead of Salamence, would that have helped? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, at least at this point he could even just stay in and go for the return, and yeah, but you know what, maybe not. So we will Ice Beam that Salamence, but yeah, there is no way we're going to win this game. As he will withdraw Kyurem into Groudon. And yeah, Choice Scarf Kyurem probably still the best set, so maybe I should have just yeah, anticipated that, or I should have brought Talonflame probably for Tailwind support. But that is so much, even though it's just like return. But yeah, good game to my opponent, played well. What else could I have done differently? Yeah, the Mental Herb was really throwing me off. That was probably like just turn 1 was probably like deciding the game already, since yeah, after that he had the Tailwind up, he could do all the damage, and we had to like make defensive switches to yeah, like decrease the damage my opponent can do during their Tailwind, and I think we managed to do that quite well, but yeah, not well enough as it seems. And Draco Meteor, yeah, is just able to finish off this game. So we will finish this episode once again with a 1-1 score. I'm not sure how uploads will be over the weekend. We will have VGC with Wolfie tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And then I will try to get like more mons, so I can play like different teams, but I'm not sure if I can invest the time. But yes, and yeah, that's about it. I don't think there's anything left to say, so have a good day, see you soon, Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed watching it, and subscribe to my channel as well, and see you soon!